Joining me in the studio now is Nikki Highsmith Vernick, and she's the president and CEO of the Horizon Foundation. Welcome.
Thank you, Cris.
And she's going to be talking to us today about what the Horizon Foundation is and about one specific event that's coming up. So let's start by telling everybody what the Horizon Foundation is all about.
Great. We are so lucky in Howard County to have the Horizon Foundation. We are an independent health philanthropy in the county. We do grant making, advocacy, and programming work, all related to improving the health of Howard County residents.
And along with that, what is this initiative that you guys have going on right now?
So the Horizon Foundation is really interested in making sure that everybody in our county is able to achieve and maintain a healthy weight. We want to promote positive lifestyles, and we want to promote physical activity as part of that. So we have an initiative called the Open Streets Initiative, where we're really looking to expand our streets to make them safer for bicyclists, pedestrians, and cars.
Tell us more about what this initiative is going to do for us.
Great. So first of all, I'd like to say that the County Council passed our first ever bicycle master plan this past spring. So we now have a roadmap for increasing bicycle accessibility in the county. The county is also working on what's called a complete streets policy. And many jurisdictions around the country and around the world have adopted this policy that essentially says we care about opening up our roads to, again, safe forms of active transportation. And we know that this generation of people in our community really want to see our roads more accessible so that they can bike, they can walk, and it's safe for cars as well. The other thing that we've done in partnership with CA and the county is to create a new bike share program. So in 2017, we will have a bike share program that is in Columbia. It will have 7 stations. So it will start at Howard County General Hospital, the Howard County Community College. We'll go to the mall in Columbia, to the lakefront, to Oakland Mills, Blandale Air Park, and one other site that I've forgotten. But there are 7 sites where you'll be able to rent a bike. Again, if you want to bike to the mall or if you want to recreate in some way, and that will be a new amenity. And it's a great partnership between CA, the county, Howard Hughes, and the community college and others.
That sounds fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that because I know that avoiding traffic and getting your exercise as you commute from one place to another is something that we are all looking forward to.
And there's been, quite an advancement in how we actually incorporate bike lanes into roads. There's ways to use different color paint so that it creates a very visible lane. There are ways to create ballards so that there's, a physical, something physical between you and the car. So bike engineering has really advanced, and we need to be able to incorporate that innovation into Howard County.
I love that you talked about safety just now. It's because that's one of my fears, especially, and I want to instill this into my kids. I want my kids to grow up to be more physical active. Does that make sense? I want them to not have the struggles that I have because I did not grow up in a generation that grew up around exercise so much as we are now. We're transitioning into this whole new era of where we're very aware of how important it is to be physically active. So I want to instill that into my children, but it's been a struggle, like you were saying, because the streets have not been, they were built for cars. They were not built for everybody to share them. So how is this transforming? How is the Open Streets Initiative transforming this in Howard County?
So I think what's important and what the Horizon Foundation focuses on is to really change our environment. That how we work and live and play really impacts our ability to be healthy. Unfortunately, we have 56% of adults in the county that are overweight or obese, and we have 1/3 of kids in the county that are overweight or obese. That leads to multiple chronic conditions, heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and the leading causes of death in the county. So this is a real issue for our community.
So let's talk about the specific event that you guys have coming up on October 1st.
On October the 1st, we're hosting our 2nd annual Open Streets event. This is an event where we temporarily redesign Little Patuxent Parkway around the loop. And what we do is create an environment where we have different types of bike lanes, and we have a festive atmosphere for people to come out in the community and experience a road that has been completely redesigned. Last year, we had over 1,000 people come out, individuals, families, little kids, older residents, really experience what it's like to have walking, biking, and car traffic all together. We will have healthy food vendors. We will have activities for the kids and for families. And really, we're building not only a sense of health and a sense of activity, but also a sense of community. We want people to get out and about, meet their neighbors, experience what an open street can look like, and commit themselves to being more physically active after the event as well.
So when they come into this event, can they come walking? Can they come biking, running? I mean, what can they expect when they come in? How should they prepare themselves for the event?
Sure. Mostly they can bring their refillable water bottle with them. We have refillable stations all throughout the loop. Where anything that you want, you can do any form of active transportation, and you can drive if you want. We want to be able to show that all of these modes of transportation can exist together. So if you choose to walk, if you choose to bike, if you choose to run, all of those options will be available. And if you choose to drive in a car and watch in a careful, safe way, you can do that as well.
And that's great. That's a great message and a great way to incorporate and show that, yes, we can all share the streets and we can all be safe while doing it. Well, I look forward to October the 1st and to coming to the event. Thank you, Nikki, for coming to our studio today.
Thank you for the opportunity to talk with you, and I look forward to seeing you and your daughter at the event.
We will be there.